out today's video sponsor, the Jersey Plug Waterford. Ever wanted to buy cheap yet high quality jerseys or sets, but don't want to spend high amounts of money? Then look no further than the Jersey Plug Waterford. Here are some of the items they sell.
And Matt, we say it every week, but another absolutely vital game for the Blues here tonight.
Yeah, and a big game for us, a big game for them. One that we're looking forward to, prepared well for, and we'll give it our best, tonight.
A win for Waterford would bring us level with Galway.
Yeah, again, that's why it's a big game. Every game's big at this point in the season. Everyone's playing everyone again in the last round of the games. We're just hoping that it falls on our side this week.
Galway have had the Indians sign on Waterford. Any particular reason you think that's the case, Matt?
They're a good team, that's first and foremost. But other than that, we've hopefully come up with a plan tonight to change that, and that's what we want to do. But yeah, that they're a good team. We've played them a lot in the last 2 years, obviously coming up together last year, and obviously this year, this is our fourth time playing them. So we'll be looking for a different way to go and beat them tonight. You have to match them. You have to respect what they are. The basics of the game done brilliantly well. We have to do that tonight, and we have to be better at them than we were last week. But then play our style of football as well.
Yeah, they play a very direct, high pressing sort of a game, Matt, don't they?
Yeah, they're the hardest working team, and I've heard a few managers now talk about them, and you can't be more than impressed about how good they are in terms of their work ethic. They're buying into the philosophy of what the manager wants, but just the basics that they do unbelievably well. And every single player, whether it's the starting 11 or the lads off the bench, it is direct, but there's nothing wrong in that. They play winning football. They've done really well. They've come up last year in landslide for kind of points total, and this year they're doing exactly the same, and it's our job to kind of try and be better than them tonight.
Look at the back to last week against St. Pat's, a defeat up in Richmond Park, but Waterford played well on the night.
Yeah, again, we stopped at the service. Well, I did stopped at the services randomly at the end. Loads of Waterford fans there, and they were saying exactly the same to me. In terms of we played really well, and it's so weird to say after a 3-0 defeat, but we played well. We're going to take the positives from that, build on that, and hopefully correct the wrongs of last week. We've worked on them all week, and that's the only job that we've got tonight to correct them. And I truly believe we come away with a positive result.
And finally, Matt, the supporters were excellent last week up in Dublin. Hopefully more of the same tonight.
Yeah, obviously been out and about in town today again. People coming up to me saying, got to beat Galway, got to beat Warwick, big game, we're going to be there tonight. So a couple of people that are going to be here tonight. I think there's going to be a big crowd on. So again, get behind us, be loud, get the lads going in tough moments, keep them going in good moments.
Keith, a disappointing result here at the RSC against Galway.
Yeah, really poor. Disappointing is an understatement. We take the lead, we miss a penalty. To double our advantage in the first half, started the game really well. To be fair to Galway, they came into it in the second half of the first half, and they started the second half a lot brighter than we did. But we can't concede the goals that we conceded at any level of the game. You can't, and you do not see goals that we've conceded tonight in any level of the game, and that's the disappointing thing. You know, the supporters come here to watch the team play. You know, our defending is really, really poor. You know, and we're disappointed with that. Extremely disappointed with that. We haven't kept enough clean sheets all year. And Galway come and they have a game plan, they have a way of playing, they're very, very organised, very good at what they do. They've got some really good players. You know, they're going to test you. First phase, second phase. We just didn't do enough.
The second goal, especially when the ball came back off the crossbar, nobody seemed to react, Keith, so didn't.
Well, the wall is there to do a job. So first and foremost, the ball goes through the wall, takes a deflection, hits the crossbar, comes back out, and we're second to it. So Galway showed more hunger in those moments. They fight and scrap for everything. First goal is really poor. You know, we get torn in the box. We don't land on a second ball in the middle of the park. And then we huffed and puffed. You know, we didn't really create a huge amount. Galway drop off, get bodies behind the ball, make life really difficult for you. And we got exactly what we deserved from the game, which was nothing tonight, unfortunately. And it's poor. It's poor in terms of defending. And I suppose it's my responsibility. You know, so I keep picking the team. You know, you know, we put a team out that we think is going to be effective. We think that we can get a good performance last week. Really, really good away from home against Pats, even though the scoreline didn't reflect it. But tonight, just not good enough. Not good enough in the duels. Not good enough winning tackles, winning headers, doing the basics of the game. Just, you know, so yeah.
And when you look at the start, you know, a goal after a couple of minutes, brilliant start, Keith.
Yeah, no, a great start. And like I said, we should have doubled the advantage from the penalty spot. So Disappointed with that. Podge has been immense for us all year. Our talisman has been really, really good. So these things happen. We go again, you know. But we had a great start to the game, but we didn't follow that through. We didn't get on it and play enough. The game becomes a little bit scrappy, and you know, listen. You got to keep clean sheets in football to give yourself a platform to try and play, and we haven't kept enough this year. You know, I think we kept 5 clean sheets all season, and that's just not good enough for a team with aspirations of maybe, you know, kicking on into the second half of the season. Our form just hasn't been good enough, and again, I suppose when you strip everything back and you look at things in the cold light of day, you know, it comes down to me. It comes down to the management of the team. It comes down to, you know, team selection. It comes down to personality. It comes down to, you know, having been accountable, having players on the pitch that are accountable, you know, and responsible for their performances. And we've just been a little bit shy of that. We've got a young side. I'm not, you know, they're a young team, one of the youngest team, if not the youngest team in the league. But that's not an excuse. You still have to have personality. You still have to have character. You still have to go out and defend the moments. And that's all it is in the game. And like I said to you earlier, you just don't see those goals conceded from top teams, from good teams. You know, poor teams concede goals like that, and you know, at no level of football, you know, should you be seeing goals like that? They're terrible.
And finally, Keith, how are you going to approach the last 4 games of the season? Now you have to try and lift them and finish the season as best you can.
Well, lift everybody, because the supporters come in tonight. They go home flat. They don't see a performance that reflects, you know, them, you know, coming in. They want to see a team that gets them on the edge of their seats. We've done none of that tonight, you know, so we've got to try and pick up a win. It's going to be tough the next 4 games, you know, and attack the back end of the season. You know, that's all we can do. Results tonight, teams have obviously gained ground on us. Galway have extended their advantage on us in the league table, so we just got to try and play for each other, play for the club, and represent the club well on the football pitch. And we've got boys there that are hungry, that want to play. You know, and just unfortunately we haven't kept enough clean sheets this year. We've got to try and get after that. If we can keep clean sheets, it gives ourselves a chance to win football matches. But you know, we'll just have to dust ourselves down. It's difficult. It's hard to come out here to find the right words after witnessing that. So I may not be right on the money in terms of, you know, when you look back in the cold light of day, the detail. You know, but ultimately you can't cough up the goals we conceded tonight and have any chance of winning football matches.
You've been involved in football a long, long time. This must be one of the biggest disappointments of your career, Keith.
Well, listen, we're disappointed tonight. There's no doubt about it. We haven't done our jobs. That's it. And the goals we conceded, they're quite embarrassing. Yeah.